Hello, folks. Good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I got a little bit of technical difficulties going on here. So let's see how things go. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Good morning. Yay, it's working. I had to restart my phone.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to restart my phone. And so I had issues with the last one. There we go. Sorry. So welcome, Jill. Yay.
Yeah.
Hello. And it's working.
Is it all
Woohoo.
working now?
It's working now. It turned out it was my phone.
Oh.
She was my phone.
Oh.
Because Katya
Yeah.
jumped in and I couldn't hear her, but she could hear me. Tried redoing her things from her end, and then I'm like, well, maybe it's from my end. So thankfully, I got another person here that could help out with that. And my daughter hopped on, and excuse me, and sure enough, it was my phone. So I'm just getting things set up, and
Yeah.
now I got to leave this one and go to the correct one.
Oh, go steady.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely a train wreck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this, let's see, I am going to delete that one forever
This one.
because it didn't work.
Just put up.
And then go into this one.
Right on
And correct, I accidentally spelled kind wrong.
Ah. I'm bumping everything. Sorry.
And then I'm uploading the thumbnail. I'm glad we got the conductor today.
Yes. My nurse's outfit is off now. My patient went home.
Aww.
I'm gonna miss her.
Oh, of course.
But
Of
she
course.
was my patient for 10 days.
10 days.
10 days. I haven't touched a diamond painting in 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's touched it to move it and let
Yes.
somebody else work on it. But
Yes.
she has.
I haven't physically touched it, but I also was watching my cousins are allowing a friend of the family to put their camper on their property right now. And the niece of that person spent the week with me too. She's 15. So I had her and Dusty, and boy, oh boy, did we have a good time.
Yeah?
I colored her hair. We did nails. We did makeup.
Good golly. The whole shebang.
Awesome.
All right. Now that I got everything all set up and on the go, now I can see what's going on with everything. And so I have been working like crazy trying to get this. I'm working on my carousel dreams still.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I decided to continue working on. I'm going to work on one canvas for a week, and then during Saturday's live stream, I will spin the wheel. Oh shoot, I can't.
Oh, no.
Why?
It's on the same phone. This like.
Well, can't you
Hello,
get it
Carrie.
Can't you get it on your tablet?
Hey, Carrie.
Or get Wolfie?
Get your
I
dice.
watch on my tablet as well. I'm going to have to install the app on this phone.
Get your dice for today.
How many have you got?
5.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
get your dice.
No,
Get your dice.
Where's my dice?
Roll
There's
your
my
dice.
Right, I've got my dice.
Okay, yes, Katya can do her dice.
Yes.
And
It's 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need a list.
What's the one
What?
that comes to your mind?
My Cheshire Cat.
Right, well,
She's a
Cheshire
Cheshire
Cat
Cat.
it is.
Yes.
Because it's already been started.
Well, then
Yes.
it's that one then.
Do it.
Okay, so I'll be doing my Cheshire, and it's on the top of the stack. So yeah, okay. I'll
Mm-hmm.
work on that for the week. When I'm not working on this today and tomorrow, I'm going to work on the Carousel Dreams today and tomorrow during the live stream. And then the rest of the day, I'll work on the Cheshire Cat, and then I'll work on the Cheshire Cat all week next week.
Yeah.
Rawr.
And then you'll be ready, and you must remember to do it before you come on, or get it installed on your tablet.
What,
I am
baby?
going to, well, see, here's my tablet, my Kindle tablet. See, during the live streams, I'm watching, I've got it playing on this as well. So yeah,
I should do the same.
it's just I have StreamYard on my laptop and on my secondary phone, and then this is my primary phone. This is the one that I use for recording the rest of the time. Yeah, so I am going to actually.
No, that's wrong.
That's the wrong. I am going to spin the wheel. Random picker.
I love the wheel.
So do I.
Me too.
Well, I have so many. I have like out of the 50 some now that I've got, I have some that are ready to go. Well, it's hard to pick one out of all that lot. So it's like I have to have a spinner because I love every single one of them and I can't choose. It's like kids and cats. You can't have one favorite. You gotta like them all.
Yeah.
Oh. Telling me I should work on another one, but I haven't got the space and I don't know what I've done with half the flipping.
Okay, I'm I am creating. I've got it on my other phone now, and I just dropped my pen. Yes, Saturday chaos. Okay.
Oh yes.
So diamond paintings. All right, slices. Let's go. I've got my Santa. I forgot I got that one. And then we've got Cheshire Cat. And then we've got my Hungry Cookie Monster. We've got my Skeleton Woman. We've got my third eye. Eye. And we've got Carousel Dreams. I do have two others that are kitted up, but I'm not including them because one I need the drill. I need other drills for, and the other one is my my little helpers, and that one I'm going to be. Oh, excuse me. That one I'm waiting until I'm done my Carousel Dreams. Seriously. Yeah. Because I'm only going to work on one massive canvas at a time. And now I'm just waiting for my friend to send me the new a new box.
The next batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we found out that my daughter Wolfie is not going to be able to get her desk
Oh no.
Oh,
from Edmonton because, well, they can't really ship it.
Oh.
So I'm like, you know what? We'll just get you a new. We'll get you a new desk. We'll get a new desk.
Mm.
And I found one on Temu,
Mm.
but yeah. So I'm gonna have to order that and have it shipped to my friend.
Do you have
My
Hmm? anything like Free Cycle over
free
there?
cycle.
Yeah.
You mean like secondhand stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like there's Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll find a desk that's in the area that is.
Yeah, we might.
for the longest time, I just use a Rubbermaid table.
Mm.
That if you didn't want it up for some reason, you can just fold the legs up.
Yeah.
And they've got them where they fold in half,
Yeah.
where they just become like 3 feet. And they're really tiny.
Yeah.
I used that for a long time. Just a Rubbermaid table, and you never know when you're going to need it
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
and where you're going to need it. You can pick it up
Yeah.
and move it around.
Well, for where we're going to be putting it, it's going to be in the kitchen area, in between the kitchen and the couch,
Okay.
in the living room area. Yeah.
It might be handy to put like your crock pot on.
Yeah.
Did you
Might
just say
be able
your
to-
something pipe on?
Crock pot.
Oh, crock pot. I thought you said something else.
What was you thinking I was saying? Where is your brain? Are you hanging out with your 2 little hunky boys this morning?
Oh God, yes, have I? There's been a new update to the story that my friend writes, and boy, is it saucy.
Boom,
Ooh,
chicka
good tell.
wah wah, chicka wah wah, boom, chicka wah wah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about you the other day because I haven't been able to really watch a lot of Diamond Penny either because, as you can imagine, a 15-year-old keeps you busy.
Yeah.
But I had such a good time with her. I even colored her hair blonde, so she's gonna look saucy for her prom.
Oh.
But
Oh, right on.
so yeah, it's hair. It'll grow out of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, she wanted 3 different colors of blonde. So I picked the one shade and then we went with it and it turned out beautiful. Oh my goodness. Didn't know I was a hairdresser, but choo-choo hairdressing time. Oh, here comes Tom. Hello, Tom.
Here comes Tom.
You might want to plug your ears a little bit because somebody in this group is feeling saucy. Thinking about her 2 boys.
I'm just waiting on.
He's on call today.
Ah.
So that means, hey, don't make noise. Put those on the plate. Here.
Got to keep him in line.
Oh, here. Use the scissors to cut the bag down.
And here's a pelican bib.
It doesn't
catch the
annoy me like it
crumbs.
does you.
Okay, does anybody else have this problem? When you get a bag of chips or crisps, either or, and like you start eating them and then you stop and you're midway down the bag. Sorry for the crinkling. He's cutting the bag. I have a sensory thing. I have a few sensory things. But isn't it a little awkward that when you go grab those bags of chips, you got to put your hands in that greasy bag all the way down and get grease all the way up your arm? Is anybody else bothered by that?
Yep. It's crazy. They just give you a bigger bag, but it's the same amount of bloody crisps in it. And they seem to say, oh, new bigger bag. Yeah, only the bag's bigger, not the contents.
Right. And I hate the feeling of touching that bag. So we cut bags as we eat them. And I didn't cut the bag yesterday, and he's sitting over here making a whole lot of racket, and I'm like, dude, we're online. Cut the dang bag.
Cut the bag.
Or get a mixing bowl and pour them in.
Yeah, that needs washing up.
But there's a problem with that. 11 cats and a dog.
Yeah.
Everybody's face will be in it.
Yeah.
Mixing bowl with a lid?
We have some of those, though. Oh, but I hate putting my hand in.
They
that
wouldn't
grease.
last long enough in this
or
house.
just a cereal bowl.
Yeah.
Or just pour it into your mouth.
Don't give him ideas, though. I want to be able to eat the rest of them. If you don't,
just tell him not to dribble.
Okay, so Carrie did say she's working on. It looks like it says 7 I am working on. Oh, she's working on. She's got 7 different canvases on the go. Okay,
Good
I get you. Yeah, I actually have 6. Yeah, I've also got this Santa Claus.
I'm not saying again how many I've got.
It's just a little cheap dollar store one that I got.
Santa.
I got way too many.
Yes, you do. No, you don't.
Yeah, that's the one.
There's no such thing as too many.
No, that's true.
Actually, I have 3 that have diamonds
not enough. There's just not enough time in the day.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
But I have 3 that have diamonds on them. So those 3 are what I'm working on. I'm not going to do any more. Be nice.
You want to hear something crazy? I only have 3. I've got 4 that have diamonds on them.
Oh.
God.
Yeah, I have not started my Hungry Cookie Monster or my Skeleton Woman. Yeah. And I'm taking my time with the Santa Claus one because with it being a cheap dollar store one, I have to use my tweezers because it's very minimal stick. But that's no surprise considering that the Frosty the Snowman one that I did, which was also from the dollar store, I had the same issue.
Yeah.
So yes, my daughter Wolfie is here. Yay!
Yeah, I see she was there.
Thursday was a really bad day for her.
Oh.
Yeah. So I gave her one of my antidepressants, and then yesterday, when she got up yesterday morning, she was doing a lot better. I also gave her a sleeping pill Thursday night because she couldn't get to sleep.
Yeah.
It was actually more like 4:00 in the morning that I gave her a sleeping pill Friday morning.
That counts.
But she finally managed to get some sleep, and she's doing a lot better. So she's got enough thankfully I have enough antidepressants to get her and I through until my doctor's appointment on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a text this morning saying my dentist had passed away.
Oh no.
But not only that is that he'd been off work, not well, depression. So I think we can tell what he passed away from.
Yeah.
Aww. That sucks.
Yeah, he was lovely, really was.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make it harder though when you have
It does.
When you have someone that is really kind to you and especially like a professional, like a provider, and then they pass, that's hard. It is.
Yeah.
Because you tend to say things more personal to them because you trust them, because they're providing a service for you, and you tend to say things a little bit more private, and you joke around, and then it's like, oh, I'm not going to see that person every 6 months.
And he used to be very good with me because he wouldn't put me all the way back in the chair. He would do it to where I was comfortable with, and he would work around that.
Yes.
And that is, that was great.
Yeah, that's rare nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is quite rare nowadays.
Mm.
Yeah, my doctor, he's been my doctor for 11 years now,
Mm.
and I got him as a doctor through a friend because it's hard to get a family doctor because um very few of them are actually accepting new patients. Like for him to see my daughter,
Yeah.
he's got a it's like pre-approval type deal because I tried to book
Mm.
for her to see him as well.
Yeah.
And the lady on the phone, she's like, well, I need to get approval from him first. And
Mm.
it's like, okay, well, she's going to be with me when I go and see him. So he'll get to meet
Mm.
her and
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
That'll be
he's really cool. I'm trying to remember what country he's from. Oh my
What's
goodness.
his name?
It's well, he's not British. Um, his last name is Brugem.
That sounds like German
No,
or
he's not German. I think he's
Belgium.
I think he's
Oh,
Ukrainian.
Oh,
Ukraine.
I
okay.
think. I think. There's a show. Um, there's a railroad show. I think it's called. I think it was called. Oh my goodness. I think it was called. I think it was called Highway to Hell. But let me
Mm.
see here. Um,
Bit random.
no, it wasn't that
Go from
show.
doctor's name to a train.
No, it's not that one. Um, Railroad building. Hell on Wheels. That's what it's called. Yes. So there was a character from the show that was known as the Swede, but
Oh,
but he wasn't actually Swedish. They just called him the Swede because of his accent. And in one episode, the character actually says what his nationality, what country he's actually from, and that is the actual country that my doctor is from. I just can't remember because it's been
Mm.
it's been 10 years.
Mm.
Yeah, it's been 10 years since I talked with my doctor about it. Yeah.
This way you find it actually isn't, but he's an imposter. And he hasn't got a license.
Oh God. The last two times I went in and saw him, he had a student doctor with him.
Mm-hmm.
And each time it was the student doctor that I talked with about what I was going through. And then he came in.
That's what he was there saying. Yeah, it's a student doctor, but actually, in reality, it's a doctor checking up on him. Yeah, checking that he's all legit.
Yeah.
Testing him.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually that TV series Hell on Wheels, they had a consultant for the show from the railroad. My dad knew the guy.
Oh.
And and the guy actually had a small part on the show as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was telling me about that before I actually watched the show. I thought that was really cool. That's like there was a movie quite a number of years ago now. a few decades ago, about a caveman.
Hmm.
And I cannot remember for the life of me. I cannot remember the name of the movie, but my dad was friends with the guy who either wrote the script or directed the movie or was very involved in the movie,
Ah.
in the creation of the movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Carrie, what are you working on? What
Yeah.
7 are you working on? Spill the beans, girlfriend.
Spill the beans. What are you working on, girl?
I want to
Ditch the
knit.
dirt.
I should change my name to the Nosy Diamond Painter because I like to know what everybody's doing. Hello, I'm the Nosy Diamond Painter. What are you doing?
What you doing?
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yes.
Tell me more. Tell me
Did you get very far?
more.
I love that movie. My brother adores that movie.
Oh goodness. Oh God. I thought that was so cute the other night on Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting date night with Sundown. They were quoting lyrics to each other. It was so
I missed
cute.
that. I
I
missed
thought
it.
it was.
I missed it too. Oh, Scooby
Aw.
Doo.
I actually
Oh,
managed to catch it live.
Ooh.
I am
I don't
so
catch
far
the
behind.
Scooby Doo. Oh, Scooby
Scooby
Doo.
Scooby
Doo.
Dooby Doo, where are
Where
you?
are you?
Got some work to do now. Come on, Scooby Doo. Where you make me shiver. Something like that.
I've got this butterfly that's been flapping for it seems like eternity.
Love is like a butterfly, as soft and gentle as the sun.
That is so. Oh my goodness! Did you hear that her husband died? Carl
Who?
Dean died. Dolly's
Who?
husband.
Dolly Parton's husband? Yeah.
Yeah, he died. He had Alzheimer's.
Aw.
And have you heard the song that she did for him? Oh my goodness! I even cried a little.
Oh, shit, I put the wrong colour in.
Aw.
But yeah, he did. She wrote a song for him, and it's beautiful. It's so
Yeah.
new. I don't even know the name of it. I just looked up Dolly Parton's new song for Carl, and I'm like, trying not to cry because it's a beautiful
Aw.
song about best friends, and y'all have to go check it out. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
definitely.
I'm
I
not a
have
Dolly
some
Parton
Kleenexes.
fan. Sadly.
Have some Kleenexes though. It's sad.
Oh my goodness. The other night, my boyfriend was over
Yes.
and he told me about Gene Hackman and
Oh, yeah.
his wife.
Mm.
And he said, well, apparently his wife passed away first.
Yeah.
Yes, from hantavirus.
Okay, and then so he was wandering around the house for like a week
Yes.
Mm.
because he had Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And they locked the
And
dog. They put the dog in the cupboard, didn't they, just to get him out of the way? And they
the dog
forgot
was in
he
a
was there.
kennel because it had surgery done
Yes.
and it
Yeah,
was
so he was-
recovering
Yeah.
and it starved to death.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know if he was trying to go outside, but the door was left open so the outdoor dogs could get in and out. But they said it was like 5 days later that his pacemaker stopped because the body
Okay.
can't go
Yeah.
long without nutrients and stuff. So it's like horrible. Can you
Okay,
imagine
yeah.
wandering around, not being able to
Yeah.
do anything?
But there's some
And just
thingamajig
assumed
going
his
on
wife
with the
was out.
with the children, wasn't there?
Nobody came. It was the maintenance man that came.
Yeah. No. I'm saying about now. It's the children. They. I heard that last. I don't know how true it is, but they'd not taken the inheritance or anything like that. Or they were
I don't
thinking
know
of not
much
having
about
it.
that.
80
because-
million.
Yeah. I just caught bits and pieces because we spent most of our time watching Mork and Mindy and Happy Days. So we have a channel that show those all the time.
I know.
Yeah, so we watched a lot of that on free TV.
Yeah.
I've been busy trying to get my watch later list shrunk, but it's now over. It's now like around 200. Yeah.
That sounds like how many tabs I usually have open.
Well, a large portion of the videos that I have on my watch later list are like 2 minutes and less, or 3 minutes and less.
Oh yeah.
I put them on a playlist then and just start at the beginning.
Yes, it's my watch later playlist. It's just the reason that it's taken me so long is because the videos that are like 2 and 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Trying to get through them. Even at 1.5 times the speed, periodically I have to do 2 times the speed.
Well, luckily you don't have to listen to my chipmunk because I wasn't on. I saved you time.
Actually, there were your kit up videos.
Yes, well, there was those,
but they're so quiet. I could barely hear them.
Yes, and I didn't even
so freaking low.
And I didn't even think about that because those were done before Wyatt even came in. Those were probably done 2-3 months ago, and they've just been sitting there. Yeah. And I thought, oh, perfect opportunity. I'll just play those. And it's like, oh, that was before Wyatt gave me sound. Holy cow. So I tried to tell her, I put it on Facebook. This is pre-Wyatt giving me sound. I have a few more of those that I'm going to just throw in and say, okay, guys, just watch.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Just watch.
The last one that I watched was you kidding up the native girl.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the last one that I watched. And I couldn't hear it at all. I had the sound was cranked.
Yeah. That was before
you could
came and saved the day.
Could you edit it with into like a time lapse thing and then just have music in the background? You might need to put a few together.
Yeah. I could do that because I have some that are still there. They're still floating around. I might have Wyatt put some copyright music behind it.
Editor. Good job.
Editor. I know he won't be watching this, but I will knock on his door and say, okay, all the ones I have left that sound like crap, can you put music behind them? Thank you. Because you can get music from the copy free.
You can get it on YouTube Editor.
Yeah.
Carrie,
that's what I do.
Carrie, you have 387 subscribers? Because I know I sure don't.
I know I don't. It's got to be her.
I think I have five something. Yeah, 500.
Amazing.
Last I looked at you had 526.
Wow, that's gone up.
Yeah, the last time I looked, anyways.
Oh, that's good. Hard work. It's like pulling teeth, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my buzzer is going off. I'm 89. I'm not bad enough to need food yet. I'm still okay.
Makes it sound like that's your age.
I'm 89.
I don't need food yet.
I had cereal for breakfast. That's why I don't know what's wrong. But yeah, I took my diabetes shot on Tuesday, and sometimes it gives me lows up until I take the next one. And then other times it's like, oh, you want to be this high? I'm okay. Here comes a 300 for you.
Just in case, babe.
Okay. But he gave me my sugar tablets, so in case I fall out on you guys.
I thought about calling Joe today.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a craving for chocolate last night. So Wolfie and I went for a walk over to 7-Eleven.
Oh.
And I did not use my bike.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a bonus. We're both like we're both fluffy girls, and we're both like
Yeah.
power walking to 7-Eleven, and then we get like halfway there, and it's like, why are we walking so freaking fast? Oh, because we're so used to walking with guys with really tall guys that are like over 6 feet with long legs that don't know how to walk slow. Like, damn it.
I
So we
Because
feel
slow
where it
down.
that.
hurts, and then they spend half the time with their legs walking around the sore bits, if you know what I mean, and they walk slower.
La, 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 la.
And then we did the same thing walking back. We're like power walking back. It's like, what the hell? And then it's like, I just want to get home.
For God's
I
sake,
looked at the
look at
back
that.
of it. It says DS69.
Wow.
I was like, hey,
69.
have you-
Yeah,
Oh,
his
no.
van.
Oh, no.
There's
His
a-
van number is
No,
6.
there's a spare van.
Oh, a spare
Satan
van.
has risen.
It's a heavier duty too.
Lola, hey. Hello, Lola. Have you missed
Lola,
me?
she was a showgirl.
She is late. That girl
Lola,
is, she's fashionably late.
have you missed me, Lola? Hello, Lola.
Oh my God.
I have missed you. I have missed your live streams. I
I've
have.
missed having them. I missed having them. But with all the chaos, it was impossible for me to do anything. Because
Yeah.
the way she had her hysterectomy was laparoscopic. So they made just like they do the hernia. And then everything was pulled down out of her a day. So she was very sore.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I'm like, I almost wished you was cut like
That
I
just
was.
doesn't
Just
sound
like
right.
cut the belly open. But nope, they did laparoscopic and pulled everything down.
Oh.
So
Well,
yeah.
for me, it was I had an ectopic,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I was like, my belly was filling up because my right tube, it went kaboom.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know I was pregnant, and I got the Depo shot,
Yes.
the birth control shot, Depo-Provera.
Yes.
And yeah, we didn't know. This was back before they actually, now it's required before they even give you your Depo shot. They have you do a pregnancy test
You thought they'd had you do that
every
anyway,
time.
wouldn't you?
Well, we didn't know I was pregnant. So, because I had recently started a new relationship, and so that's why I went in for the Depo shot. So yeah, I was 6 weeks pregnant when the baby went boom. Like it was the baby was stuck in the fallopian tube, and it only stretch so much.
Yeah.
And so they sliced me from just below my belly button straight down my crotch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, straight down. And they there was no way that the damage was so extensive they could not repair it.
Yep.
Yeah. There was like a good inch gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby go boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, but like because of how they did this, the initial incision, they did it because like the doctor said he came this close to losing me on the operating table, like so close. So yeah, they had to get in there as fast as possible, fast and messy.
Yeah.
Well, better than Fast and Furious.
Yeah, but I made it.
There you go. That's all that matters. You are here.
Yeah. Yeah. Making light of this the situation when the doctor told me what was initially told me what was going on. I'm like, what a way to celebrate my brother's 20th birthday by going under the knife.
Woohoo.
Yep. And it's like I'm in and out of consciousness. I'm delirious. No, I wasn't delirious. I was just in and out of consciousness because of the pain. Yeah.
She was like that too. Hi, Sam.
Sam! Now we just need Lorna, then all the Trainwreck sisters will be here.
Yep.
Yay! So what is Sam working on? Afternoon? Afternoon? Oh yeah, you're out east, aren't you, Sam?
Yeah, she's not too. She's
like,
a couple of states away from me.
Yeah, she's out east. It's evening for Katya. It's still morning for me.
Yeah. What's so weird is about the United States is I'm not. If you look on the map, I'm not that far from Sam. But when you go to drive it, I'm like probably how long? 10 hours?
Probably.
About 10 hours from her. But if you look on the map, it looks like we could just wave at each other. But that's not how America works.
Oh, yeah, it's the same. It's the same here in Canada. I was on Monday. On Monday, I was talking with Lola, chatting with Lola while waiting. She was waiting patiently with me, excitedly with me, for Wolfie to arrive.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I told her about like the airport where the plane landed, and she's like, "Well, how far is that from you?" It's like 46 hours away from me. I'm like, a couple of hours. It's only a couple hours from me. Yeah. But yeah, she so her plane left Edmonton, Alberta at 7:20. Well, it's supposed to leave at 7:25 in the morning and get to the airport here in BC at 7:45 in the morning. So it was an hour and 20-minute long flight.
Yeah.
Because of time difference. And then she had to wait about an hour, just over an hour for her bus. So I was chatting with her, trying to help her figure out what bus she was supposed to take. And she asked some people that worked there, because of course they would know.
Right.
So she caught the correct bus to get to the bus depot.
That always helps.
In the next city. And it turns out it was actually the Sam's working on a very sexy Native American man and a wolf.
Tom,
nice.
Close your ears. He has a very nice you got your ears closed? Very nice 6-pack. So, are you going to share with us, Sam? Are you going to post it on Facebook? I may be interested in seeing this very sexy man.
Or just share it in our group chat.
Yeah, I'm curious. Hey, Tom, it's got a wolf on it. You'll like it.
My daughter would too. That's why her name is Wolfie.
Hair looks nice.
Nice beard.
Nice beard.
I told Tom, well, there's a wolf on it. He goes, nice hair. And I say back, nice beard. I love aggravating the crap out of my husband because I didn't have you guys to help aggravate him, so I had to do it all by myself.
And I haven't been home long enough to.
And he has been working. Oh my goodness, the person that is supposed to be working the Indiana-Kentucky border, which that's a 2-hour drive one way. So 4 hours this week, every day, he's been just driving. And he's only been home long enough for me to harass him a few minutes, which sucks, before he goes to sleep. So, yeah. And then today he's on call. So he has been a very busy man.
Already been at work, 3 hours this morning?
Yeah, he's already been at work 3 hours already. Well, he's been here, but he's been getting his van worked on and stuff. So it counts.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is he getting paid for drive time as well?
Yes. The minute he leaves the driveway, his day begins, and when he comes home and clocks out, it ends. So yeah, he's been getting some overtime. His check's going to be pretty nice this week.
Well, that's good. That's really good. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Wolfie does not have data on her phone.
Oh.
So she had to be in locations that actually where she could use the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So yeah, she gets off the bus at the downtown exchange, and apparently the address that I sent my boyfriend was the wrong address.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So he ended up at the wrong location. I felt so bad because she messages me. She sends me a screen. She sends me a picture of where of where she's at. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, Sam. Say hi to the green beer man. Okay. Lola,
Yeah.
I have those added to my watch later list.
I made a few shorts on YouTube. I didn't do any talking. I haven't been able to breathe enough to talk. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
See what happens when I leave for a week? Well, 10 days. Chaos happens and I miss all the good stuff.
Yes, you do.
While the
Well,
cat's away, the mice will play.
Everybody must tell me their chaos. In the live, in my live, everybody's gonna have to come over and fill me in on all the chaosness.
So you are going live after this. That's good.
I want everybody to tell me the chaos and make me very proud. I'm sure you guys have done a good job while I've been gone.
No.
No? No chaos?
No. We ended up with a doo-doo pyramid again.
With a what?
What? A doo-doo pyramid in the toilet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, that's chaos.
Yes, that's chaos.
That's chaos.
That's
I call that chaos.
Thankfully, I have a PVC pipe that I'm able to shove down there and break it all out.
Oh God! Oh.
I know it's gross, it's disgusting, but it's one of the downsides. Yeah. Thankfully, I got the darn thing.
Yeah.
I bought it last time this happened.
We used an old coat hanger when I meant back in the day when I was used to.
Oh God, that would take forever.
A metal coat hanger? No, it didn't. You sort of like bent it because you could bend it to shape, and you could widen it a bit.
Well, the tank is directly below the toilet.
Yeah.
So it literally everything just literally goes straight down into the tank when you open up the flap at the bottom of the toilet bowl.
Oh man, you know what? We're 50 minutes in and we've gone to shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choo choo. Time to derail.
All aboard the shit express.
That's okay. Yeah, I had to use the plunger yesterday, so it was all good.
I was using the plunger, and then it's like, yeah, the plunger's not really doing much. So
vinegar and
I went and I got the PVC pipe yesterday morning.
Vinegar and bicarb of soda.
Okay.
I have some stuff that's specifically for breaking up the stuff.
Yeah.
For like septic tanks in RVs and motorhome trailers and whatnot.
Oh no.
Yeah, but vinegar
doesn't seem like it was really working. I think it's just too much shit.
Yeah.
Consistency. Yeah. What have you been eating, love?
Oh, Sam said
more fiber needed.
Sam said Paco got sick and she was cleaning poop and throw up for 24 hours. Oh no. There is nothing worse than you hear your animal getting ready to do that heaving stuff and you're like, not on the carpet. And you try to pick them up and run them through the house so they'll be on something you can wipe down. Oh, no.
Throw them out the window.
Yes. Open up the window and put whatever in. Poor Paco.
Yeah. It works well for cats, throwing them out the window because they always land on their feet.
Oh, yeah. Just be careful of volcanoes.
Yeah, and you don't want to do it from an upstairs window.
Okay, Carrie, what do you do? What do you do when the brown poo takes a vengeance?
Oh.
We haven't heard from
something
Carrie.
Around their ass.
It was on the chair in the bed. Oh no. Bleh. Bleh.
Okay, it was on the chair and on the bed.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so what is that with the vinegar? I don't have any vinegar.
Bicarb soda and vinegar. It
Yeah.
basically creates a well, I can show you what it does. We can have a little experiment, girls.
It like expands and it goes down and it like makes a woo pretty volcano.
Oh.
Poor Bongo. And
There's
I
a
just
glass.
realized I didn't say hi to Carrie. Carrie, hi.
Oh.
I didn't get a chance to say hi to her. I just realized it.
Right. There's a glass. There's some white vinegar. Have I got enough of this stuff now? Oh, there's not much in here, but well, I'll just have to do. Can you see that?
It'll take a moment for me to see it. Oh yeah, okay, I
It
see
goes
that.
up
Yeah,
more, but it
it
does that,
foams
and then
up.
it just softens
It-
and burrows and softens and burrows. I mean, I run out of bicarb now, but because I only used a little bit, but that and white vinegar. So I put that down the sink and it freshens it as well, cleans it.
Huh.
We used to do that here for science experiments. You make looks like a volcano, and you put that in a little bit of red dye, and it looks like lava. It's really cool. And you can multi-purpose it. Like you can use that little homemade volcano over and over again.
Yeah, I found a drill in it. Don't ask where that drill came from.
I found a drill in the shower. Dusty was in there and was using my handicap shower. I had to make sure she didn't pass out or fall. So she was in the shower and I was helping her take a shower, her first one. And I was like, "What is that?" She goes, "What is that?" So she had the wand. So I gave her the wand and I poked down, and right on the edge, getting ready to go over, was a black drill. I'm like, you're here. You're going to be sparkly. You're going to find sparkles everywhere.
Yeah, I forewarned Wolfie. I said, when you live with a diamond painter, expect to find drills in the weirdest places.
Everywhere.
She's like, on a butt cheek? Yeah.
Yes. Everywhere. If you sleep in it, there will be diamonds in it.
Oh, yeah.
I found one in a sock, and I'm like, what? How? Okay.
Yeah.
There was one at the hospital when I was going in for my hernia surgery. It's like they're everywhere. I was telling the nurse, I'm like, they're everywhere. They just have a life of their own.
Yeah.
And mine love to cause chaos and hilarity. So we laughed about it. She thought it was cute. They never said if I brought one into the surgery room. I should have asked.
I got some apps.
I can't believe I haven't, like, in bed rolled over in the middle of the night and, like, sucked one in, because as you do, you have to breathe. I wondered if, I wonder if I'm going to ingest a diamond in the bed. Okay, what did she say? He would go to the door to go outside. By the time I would get my walking boot on, it was all over and he looked so sad.
Aww.
Oh, she wiped her eye and ended up with a black drill on her finger. Oh, it was in her eye. That's dedication. That's dedication.
Yep.
And since I haven't been on for a little bit, there's been a new development in my dementia brain.
Uh-oh.
Why do I forget to flush the toilet?
Odd.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm finding was, why does my blood always go low when Jill's around? Because you love me, darling. On not on South Park. No, it's not South Park. It's The Simpsons. When the villain boss puts his
Mr.
hands
Byrne?
together. Yes, and he goes, excellent. Hello, darling. That's what I'm doing. But yes, and I told Tom, I'm sorry. If I forget to flush the toilet, I'm sorry. So I've gone to like double flushing it now, so I know I get it. I walk out the door and go, did I touch that handle twice? Yes or no? That's my newest adventure, is toilet flushing, everybody. Wow. You've heard the chaos
A
first.
couple of F's. Well, let me see here. So Wolfie and I, we are going for walks every evening,
Awesome.
unless we go for a walk earlier, like Thursday. Thursday we didn't go for a walk that evening because we actually walked to the oh my God, I talked about it earlier. The resource center. That's the name of the word. We walked to the resource center, and then on the way back, we stopped at the grocery store and bought groceries for the two of us. And then, so we didn't go for a walk that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next night, Friday night. Oh wait, Friday night was last night. Last night we walked to 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Well,
So Wednesday night we went for a walk, and we just walked around the A-frame cabins that are right here. We did one rotation and then came back.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I was winded. She was not, but I was.
Yeah.
I was winded.
You know what? Every step you take further than what you do the day before is a win.
Yep.
So you just keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. You just keep those 1 foot at a time, 1 step at a time. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. I know you can do it.
This is something that my dad's been pestering me to do. Go for walks. Go for walks.
Well,
Go
now
for a
you
walk
have
every day.
somebody.
Yeah. Now I have somebody that can go for walks with me.
Sorry, 1
Hey,
o'clock.
Wolfie!
Medicine time.
Yeah, medicine time. Ooh.
Oh,
I like that. Sam, you missed the D. You missed the D. There's a D right next to the picture there that you missed. You missed the D.
Sam said it. She thinks it's in the water because she's been forgetting to flush too. We must be water conservists. We're what was the joke I was going to say? We're water conservists. We can not flush. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry. I'm rusty.
Hi, Rusty.
I need a squirt of oil.
Ooh, steady.
Oil can. Okay, I am going to take one of these
I
sugar pills.
actually have a special routine that I do every time I go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is your special routine? Sorry, I was bending over. What is your special routine?
Well, because my toilet is not an average household toilet.
Yeah.
I use the shower head to rinse the toilet and flush to flush all the crap down the toilet into the tank. So yeah, I get up, grab the shower head, turn on the water, rinse the toilet. So it's a routine every single time.
There's a V-Day going on there.
You know how that one song is, I'm going to flush that man out of my hair?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or wash that man right out of my hair?
What about hell? Send him
Yeah.
on his way.
Everybody can just change some words.
Yeah.
That laugh is on me.
Mhm.
You're going to wash something
Wash that
Wash
shit
that
right out of my life.
down the toilet.
Yeah,
wash
wash that
that-
dookie right out of my life. No
Yeah.
more shit.
Wash that brown right out of my loo. Yeah.
Well, definitely the tone has been lowered.
See what happens when I'm gone, guys. I come back and I'm just absolutely bad. I'm rusty. Sorry.
Excuse me.
This is the second poop thing that I've made funny. I'm worried. Is today a poop day for me or something? Are they trying to tell me
I guess
something?
so. I think
Okay.
so.
Are they trying to tell me I'm shit or something? Sorry.
No.
That's the second cuss word I've said today.
You bring the shit out in everybody.
Uh-huh. I am everybody's laxative. You're welcome.
So yeah, Sam says she's been forgetting to flush too.
It's got to
Weird.
be in the water or something. It's
Too
gotta be.
eager to get out. Too eager to get out of the house and enjoy this beautiful weather. Not that I
I've
actually
been-
Well,
know
I hope
what
you
it's
put your
like.
pants on before you go out.
Oh, but that's no fun.
Okay.
I've been sitting out on the front porch because my cousin smokes. So I was sitting on the front porch every day quite a few times. And I would take Miss Priscilla. We got Miss Priscilla most of the time now. And we was sitting outside. And boy, that little doggy loves outside. She loves to
Yeah.
go outside. So that'll give me a chance to go out more often and just sit outside with her because I've been a mushroom. Unless, she goes, I'm going to go have a smoke. You got to come out with me. Obviously, I don't want you falling in our front porch.
The wooflet smokes.
Yeah, she smokes. No. My cousin smokes.
Right.
The one that just had surgery.
The cousin, not the dog.
No. Even though I could do a really good picture. No, just kidding. She didn't leave me any cigarettes, so I can't put, One time I decorated a deer head and gave it a cigarette.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It was a family member's of mine's deer head, and that family member know that I didn't really like deer hunting for obvious reasons that I'll say later sometime, not right now. But so John my ex-husband ended up taking this deer head knowing I didn't care for it because growing up, I always had to look at it when I was eating my meals. So I'm like, okay, if you're keeping this, I'm going to decorate it. So I put a baseball cap on it.
Oh, awesome.
What?
Yeah.
I've been eating those. I don't want to eat ice cream while I'm talking. Anyway, so he had a hat on, and I put a cigarette in between its lips, and I was trying to figure out how to wire a BB gun to it, but I couldn't get it figured out. So anybody that went into that garage,
his handkerchief around his neck.
well, anybody who walked in that garage got Bubba the smoking deer. It's the only way I could deal with it. You know what I mean? Having lived seeing that deer every day, and then my ex got the deer. So I think it's like, okay, we're going to have to make this a joke. So yeah, Bubba the smoking deer coming to a garage near you. Well, when we divorced, I don't know what happened to Bubba. I don't care about what happened to Bubba. I was done with Bubba. But yeah. Ooh, Lola. Oh, they had to cut back on water. It could be the weather, and my fibromyalgia is acting up. So I think
Oh,
it's fibromyalgia. I think so
Found
too.
out by accident. Found out by accident you have a septic tank. It must have backed up and flooded. Those things have to be drained periodically.
Yeah, I think they said like every 5 to 10
or something,
years.
isn't it? Oh, really?
I mean, they're pretty good sized tanks, but if you have a lot of people living with you, I think that's what they said to us, wasn't it? 5 to 10 years to drain septics.
Yeah, it
Well,
depends
that's-
on the size. Yeah, it depends on the size of the tank, and it depends on how many
Yeah.
people are living in the residence.
Yeah.
And but there is stuff that you can pour down the drain that helps break up the stuff to actually make make it last go longer.
We
It's
used
called
to have
Redex.
a shared septic tank, and that was done every couple of years, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have this stuff called Redex that you can just pour down your toilet.
Oh, Redex.
And
That's
it
what we
eats,
put in
it's-
cars.
yeah, and it eats it like it chews all the stuff up and burps
That's what some
it.
people put in their cars to it instead of gas to get, like, they go to the farmers.
Oh,
'cause the farmers would
yeah.
have Redex, and they put it
What
in
is that stuff, Tom? The
Redex.
stuff that they pour in gas to make the engine run better.
Well, yeah, they don't have to fill up with them. But there's a law against putting that in cars.
We put it in our gas tank, and it makes your gas. You know what I'm saying?
My dad puts in seafoam.
What is that stuff that you put?
Is that
with
what he's
gas?
calling it?
And it makes your engine run better, especially in the wintertime. It's an additive.
There's
What is that
different
called?
things.
I don't know. I don't run anything in my gas in the winter.
Fuel something. I've put it in my car.
Fuel
before.
injector cleaner.
No, it's something that will make your gas do gas things. I don't know. Tom's laughing at me. I can't help it, Tom.
You got a bunch of girls talking about guy stuff. We don't know.
There's additives for higher octane,
Okay.
which you can get in higher octane fuels.
Now
Right.
he's trying to confuse us on purpose.
There's stuff that you like the fuel injection cleaners. It will make your vehicle run better.
Uh-huh.
There's
you
fuel
got-
stabilizers, but that's just
I know there's something
A lot of
because I've added it before.
a lot of that is you add it if your vehicle is going to be sitting for a while.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, so it doesn't gel. That's
Well,
all that
but
is.
that's stuff that you can still put in your tank, though.
But it's not good if you're just going to keep on running it.
No.
We put it in.
It's only for like lawnmowers and stuff that's going to sit during the winter.
Isn't he just a pain in the butt, girls?
Does
He's
he
a
know
pain in the
what? Does he know what seafoam is?
Yes, I don't like it.
You don't like it? My dad swears by it.
Never. I've
He's a
seen
fan.
bad things being used with it, so I don't. I'll never use
You're
it.
such a ball humbug, Thomas.
After working
I
on
used
the
to-
older cars for a while and seeing people use seafoam, no, because all that does is it takes all the
Gunk.
stuff the motor needs and it washes it out every time you use it.
Lola says
Ooh.
someone called me a witch. I had to go thank them on Facebook. Well, honey, we're all witches. It's just some of us are from the north and some of us are everywhere else.
And some
The
of
product
us
I will
are-
back
the bee.
is Lucas Oil the Lucas Oil products.
Hmm.
That is very good stuff.
Okay.
I used to
I
have,
run,
I
I
used
run
to
the
drive
fuel
a car.
treatment in the trucks.
I used to drive a car where I'd always have to take a lump hammer with me because every junction I'd stop, it would stall, and I'd have to race out and go and sock the solenoid with it.
Oh no.
That was
Weird.
interesting. Everybody
That-
dreaded seeing
That
my
would be
car coming.
frustrating for me. That would be very frustrating for me.
Well, it was pretty frustrating because you never knew which junction it was going to happen, and I was just hoping it wasn't on the steep hill junction.
Yeah.
But everybody used to see my car coming because it was in a small town sort of thing, and they'd say, "Uh-oh," and they used to, you see them literally turn the other way when they saw me heading
Uh-oh,
towards
here
the
comes
junction,
Katya.
and it was like, they know.
Look out.
Mad person with lump hammer.
You can
Kids
fix
used to find it
everything with
amusing.
hammer.
Yeah.
With a hammer and baling wire and duct tape, you can fix the world.
Oh yes, and
My
definitely trousers.
my grandpa was he had an old John Deere riding mower, and he always was one of those, you just make it work. You just make it work. That's all that matters. And whenever we would get to go as kids to go, he would let us get on the John Deere and mow grass and stuff. So we all had to learn how to start the lawnmower with just a screwdriver. It was delightful. I still know how to do it.
And then you're progressing up to the hot wiring, aren't you?
Well, we didn't get that far. He passed away before we got that far, but you never know.
Summer school.
Between him and my uncle, you would never know what you were going to get, especially if you went to the filling station. My grandpa owned a filling station, a gas station, a full service gas station. So when us kids were around, we would always wash the windows or change the oil, or not change the oil, but fill the oil up. And then we got to keep the tip.
Oh.
That's how we got our money to get our little black and white 16-inch TVs in our bedrooms.
And then it would be, Mummy, Johnny's just been taken off by someone.
Oh, not then. It was safe then. You couldn't dare do it now. Oh my God.
I don't know. I think back then it just wasn't mentioned, was it? I mean, I think it still happened.
Well, it was in a very
often.
small town. And I had some other family, like uncles and stuff, that lived in that little town too. So everybody knew everybody. So yeah,
Right.
It wasn't like anything. Like if somebody would have taken me 20 minutes later, everyone would have found me, because it would have been all around the town and back.
So if anybody tried taking me, they'd just bring me back.
Right. That's what Tom just said. Oh, they would have brought her back. Oh no, I'm.
No, that's me.
We'll pay you to take her back.
Please take her back. Even at like
my God.
8, please take her back.
It's actually interesting that you said that about that. I actually just watched a video last night on Facebook about a woman, a Spanish woman, who her 7-month-old, this couple showed up claiming to be from Amazon, and this Spanish woman, she answered the door, and she had a 7-month-old and she had a slightly older child, and this couple, they beat her up a little bit. They zip tied her and they shoved her in a closet, and then they took her 7-month-old, put her in the Amazon box, and then switched her from the Amazon box to a bag, and then stuck her, and then took off with her. Within 4 hours, they had her back.
Good.
But it turned out, it turned out, it was her cousin, the mom's cousin. Yeah,
Oh my
the
God.
mom's cousin. Yeah.
Well, she won't have a very good time in jail, will she?
No.
Because what people do to people like that.
It was the cousin and her husband. Like the cousin's husband. They were both arrested, and the husband, he asked how the baby was, and was told, well, the baby's fine, the baby's going home, and he's like, home, but I'm the biological father.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's either, or he's convinced himself he is.
Yeah.
Well, they yes, Jill is going
Yes. I am live.
Jill's going live at 2.
Yes.
12 years old. Wow. Seriously? The landlord didn't know? Wow. My dad's front yard once was flooded. And it turned out it was just the line, the water line running to the house or from the house. I can't remember which. Probably to the house. Yeah. Burst. And so the city came along and dug up his front yard to fix it. They fixed the line, but then left a mess.
Lola's gonna
clean up.
Lola's going to be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Damn. Sorry, Lola.
Well, it beats being up Uranus.
My great uncle was kidnapped as a baby. A lady went into the house because my great grandmother had the baby at home, and she portrayed a home nurse to check on her, and she took the baby and she goes, well, I'm going to take the baby over into the next room so I can look at it. And she kidnapped the baby. And the only thing that it was is she took a taxi. And the taxi driver thought, wow, that's really weird. Yeah, she's dressed as a nurse, but why was she bringing a baby out? But luckily, the taxi driver remembered her and where he dropped her off, and they got my great uncle Bill back.
Blimey.
I have the newspaper of it.
My daughter was nearly taken in hospital. I was dozing off. She was in her crib. I just had her, obviously, and I just remember waking up, sitting bolt upright in bed, saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And then I opened my eyes, and there was a nurse hovering over my baby, picking her up and about to take her off.
Oh,
and I managed to get her in time. And then it was not long after that there was another baby that was famously taken by another nurse.
Oh, wow.
In another hospital. And it's just like flipping out, that could have so easily been me and my girl.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know why. I just sat bolt upright in bed. My first child, and it was like, what the hell do you think you're doing? And then boom, oh, somebody is actually there.
Yeah. See, here in America, they make it so hard for anyone to steal a baby because if you leave with the baby, your wristband must match the baby's wristband. They very rarely take the baby out of the room. Everything's done in the room. You don't even leave your room. You do everything in that room.
Yeah. Ever since that high profile baby went, they've lumped up, they beefed up the security, and then the babies would have a little like a little suitcase on their leg. We called it a little suitcase. It was a little tag thing, monitor thing. So if they went out the door, it'll alarm.
That's
so
kind of like what we have.
Yeah. Oh. So it was living heavy and cumbersome, and I thought, poor baby, having to lug that around.
Yeah. And to get into the nursery, you have to have a certain passcode. And if the mom or dad, it's like
we had to be buzzed in then after that.
Right.
If
the parent doesn't give you that code, you can't go in. The parent has to give you the code, not another staff member. It's strict here.
Yeah, we wouldn't have that because they would be having to forever change the code. Because what if you gave it and then how often did they change it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Then anybody could go in.
Yeah, I don't know if they do it daily. I don't know how they do it, but there's passcodes because I had to do one.
We had to sign in as well. One of them.
Yeah, it's because when Dusty, my cousin, was in recovery, she went to the women's and children's ward, and so like you would hear this little do 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 when a baby was born. So it was really sweet, but the nurses were very overprotective. Very, even with her, and she's an adult woman, very overprotective. They got to know us. Anybody came in, they wanted to know who we were, and
yeah. Well, suing, they don't want to be sued, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know what the nursery. The labor and we don't have actual nurseries here.
Okay.
There's the labor and delivery ward, and then after you have the baby is in your room with you.
Yes.
You see, we would have a ward which would be like 4 beds. When I had my daughter, it was 4 beds, and so we'd go into a delivery room when we were close to having the baby, and but see, I went in by ambulance, so it was like straight into the delivery room. And then after the baby was born, we were then taken back to the ward, and
Uh-huh.
we'd have a crib at the bottom of our bed or to the side of our beds where the baby would be. But if we were really tired, then it would go to the nursery, which was locked in, and the nurses would look after them there. So we could
Oh,
get a
not
decent
here.
sleep.
Here, the baby is your responsibility, 100%.
Don't you have to pay
After
for
they're
skin
born.
to skin contact?
Yes. Yeah.
Which I think is
Kangaroo care.
absolutely terrible. That is terrible that you have to pay for it. It's your baby. What's stopping you? You know, I don't get it. It's
Philip got that because he was a NICU baby. And trust me, if you have a baby that's in NICU, neonatal care, oh my gosh, it's like getting in the Fort Knox. So a lot of times I would go in and I would just stay all day. I wouldn't go in and out because it was just a pain in the butt to do it. So they had rooms like they called them good night rooms where the baby didn't. The baby passed away, and then they would bring the parents in, so they could get a chance to say goodbye, and it wouldn't affect all the other parents. So I brought food. They would let me go in as long as there was nobody in there. They would let me go into the room and eat because they knew I wasn't leaving. So I brought food, and I didn't leave there because like there was a lot of babies, and there was one set of parents that lived kind of 2 states away. They just happened to be visiting, and they had another child. So they see me there all the time, and they asked me, would you skin to skin or kangaroo care our baby? We're going home, and then we'll be back in a couple of days. And because it was too hard for them to turn around and come back. So I kangarooed their twins. It was so sweet because I couldn't kangaroo Philip because he was on a vent.
We used to do ours. I mean, when I was with my daughter, I used to have her skin to skin contact. It would be like after she'd had a bath and she was wrapped up in a towel, then I would undo the towel and I would snuggle her against me, and we would just have cuddles, and I'd be sat in the chair rocking, and that was fine. We could do that, no problem, because at the end of the day, the baby was ours, and we didn't have to ask permission to do that.
Right.
Which you shouldn't have to.
No.
And they definitely shouldn't have to charge. I mean, because God's sakes, it's not as if it's one of them doing it and you're taking their time out for them, their schedule.
Yeah.
See, and
there are people that actually do that. They actually go in and volunteer their time to help the nurses out with the babies.
Yeah, that's what I was doing for that 2 weeks. And I was just talking to all the babies. We spent Christmas together. We spent New Year's together. And you get to where, when you're there all the time, you get to where you get attached, not attached emotionally, but like you get attached of, oh, okay, I've got to go see this baby and say hi. And there was a little baby next to Philip. Philip was like 5 pounds, 4 ounces. He was the biggest baby. He was a chonk. And then there was this little bitty baby that was only a pound, and the parents wouldn't come in and see it. They didn't want to get attached. So they named the baby Chance because they didn't know their chances. Right. And so every day when Philip went to sleep, I rolled the chair around and I would talk to Chance.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice, because the parents are missing a beat. Yeah, they don't want to get attached, but at the same point, that baby is going to thrive on hearing mum and dad because they've heard them all the time while the baby was in the womb.
Well, from what I got, they're not allowed to tell you the whole story, but from what I got, the mama was 14 and the daddy was 15.
Right. Okay.
So they were very young.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but still. When I was pregnant with Wolfie, and I was staying at the group home for young pregnant girls, there was one girl there that she had an emergency cesarean 3 months premature.
Oh.
Yeah, and she was in the hospital with her son every day. She couldn't stay in the hospital after she recovered from the cesarean. She came back to the group home, and she was a special exception for not being required to go to school every day. She was going to the hospital every day.
Oh,
and she she had a pump, and she would, at the house, she would pump, and then she would take her expressed milk with her up to the hospital every day, and she'd spend the day with her son.
Lovely.
And there was another young mom there that she never went in to see her baby. And her baby she was a junkie, and her baby was addicted, unfortunately.
Mm.
And the grandparents of the addicted baby were there, and they would see my friend there, and they would say terrible things, derogatory things about her. And one day, one of the nurses overheard them, and they tore a strip out of these grandparents
Good.
and said, "Look, this girl is in here every single day with her baby. Every single day. Your daughter has not been here once to see her baby." There was also an issue with the junkie mom was not producing milk, so the nurses didn't have expressed milk to give to
Aw.
the addict baby. And my friend was like, "Well, I've got all this extra milk," because she was producing way too much for her son. And she said to the nurses, "Go ahead,
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
give the baby my milk."
maybe that's what it was. You know, that's why she was producing more. Was because
Maybe.
she was
Maybe.
meant to help that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, she was when the baby after 3 months, when the baby was up to his birth date, that was when they let her take him home, because he was at a proper weight.
Oh, I feel sorry for that baby then.
Yeah. I don't know what ever happened after that, because as soon as the doctors discharged the baby, she packed up her stuff and went back home, because she was from a different city.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Sam said Dylan was
Meconium?
Meconium baby.
Meconium?
Aw.
Oh, meconium. Oh dear.
Mm.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I don't know what that is.
Meconium in the amniotic when they were born. Sash she'd basically done a poo before she was born. So
Yeah.
she had basically pooed in an
Oh,
amniotic.
there was feces in the amniotic fluid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then when you breathe, you breathe them
goodness.
in.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfie, when she was born, her umbilical cord was wrapped around her throat twice. So she was a little purple and blue around her mouth. Aside from that, she was fine.
Yeah. Stash was so awake, so aware when she was born. She was sucking her fingers, looking around, completely,
Aw.
fully there.
Yeah.
You know how when a baby is first born, their neck muscles are like super duper weak?
Oh God, yes.
Like they can't hold their own head up. Well, my sister, when she was born, plus babies are like super duper dirty and gross and stuff.
Yeah.
With the amniotic fluid.
And the
My
grease.
sister was the exact opposite. When she came out, she was clean. She was very clean.
She was properly cooked.
Yeah, properly cooked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
she did not have any fluids or anything on her, and she was able to hold her own head up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the nurse gave my dad heck for not holding her head.
Yeah.
And
well,
my
guys,
dad's like, she's doing fine on her own.
Yeah, I gotta go because my blood sugars are dropping, and I gotta get ready for my live. But yeah, my blood sugars are 68 now, so I gotta go so I can eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Yay, we'll see you in a half hour.
Yes. All right. Oops, sorry. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that's crazy. Dylan died 3 times
Oh my
in
god.
the delivery room. Wow. But he made
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He made it. That's the main thing. He made it. That's always good. Yeah. So that was the only issue with Wolfie when she was born was her umbilical cord. Her sister, Emily, her shoulder got stuck,
Yeah.
which ended up, which damaged the nerves for her shoulder and elbow.
Now,
Yeah.
I pulled my son out. He got stuck. My daughter got stuck because their shoulders, they're built like a brick outhouse, both of them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was only 7 pounds 12 ounces, whereas my son was 9 pounds 13, and he got wedged. And the midwife went off to go and get somebody else to help her. And by the time she came back, I'd pulled him out.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
off my trolley. And you know, when you're in that pain and you're sort of off your trolley, I had my friends with me, a couple of friends who were there sort of just sitting back. They were really exhausted. And I was there and I was off my trolley and I just went down and went, oh. And then I just went, wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. And out he popped.
And out he popped.
And then she came back in and she said somebody was just coming. Somebody was just finishing what they were doing and then they were going to come and help me. And when she came back, she says, oh, maybe they won't need to be, sort of here, And it was like very strange. It's like, yep.
Well, when I had Wolfie, there was the doctor, the nurse, and my stepmom in the delivery room with me.
Yeah.
When I had Emily, there was the doctor. There were 2 doctors. There was a student nurse, and my husband
And the
in
janitor.
there. Oh God, you'd almost think it. But when her shoulder got stuck, my doctor was pulling on her, and the other doctor was pushing on my stomach.
On the stomach, yeah.
Yeah. And then my husband was supposed to be holding my leg in place, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was not. Would have been better if my stepmom had been in there because she was better at it than he was.
Yeah.
But she was off in another part of the hospital with Wolfie.
Right.
Yeah. So had issues. And then my son, I had him by cesarean. They just knocked me out.
Right.
Although before they even gave me the anesthesia, the doctor was ready to cut me open, and it's like, she's still awake. She's still awake.
Yeah.
I felt the scalpel touch my stomach, and then the nurses are like, she's still awake, and so he stopped. And then the anesthesiologist gave me the
full dose.
meds.
Yeah.
Gave me the meds, and I'm like, it hurts, it burns, as I could feel it going up my arm. As soon as it hit as soon as the pain hit my shoulder, I was out.
Right. Cool.
And then I woke up and I was in ICU recovery.
Right.
Yeah, I was in recovery, and I didn't get to see him for a full 24 hours.
Oh God.
Yeah, my sister got to see him. He was in the NICU.
Yeah.
Because he was a chunky baby. He was a chunky baby, and he was very jaundiced.
Yeah,
And then they finally wheeled him into my room, and they had the Billy machine, and that thing was bright and it was loud and it was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It was better when Emily was born.
When I had my daughter, there was 4 sort of bays, so 4 beds in the ward, and it was really sad because I'd been there. I'd come out the morning before I'd had my baby, so this was sort of like the afternoon of the next day, and one of the other women there had been to have her baby, but it had died. And what they did was they wheeled her back to our ward.
No.
And so she was surrounded by women who got their babies, and the babies are crying. And all you could hear was her sobs. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was so sad.
Yeah, here you don't share a room with anybody else. You have the room all to yourself, just you and your baby.
Mm.
And the baby's brought in a bassinet,
Mm.
and it's almost like a big fancy shoebox almost. And
Right.
it's clear solid plastic
Yeah, that's what
sides.
we've got. Yeah, that's what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the baby is in the room with you, and it's on a
Yeah.
and the thing is on a cart,
Yeah.
and you can actually slide it off to the side.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like hanging over the side,
Right.
and
Yeah, to make it
so
bath.
then
So you can put the
so
bath
that
in
you
it.
can change the baby's bum.
Right, because we had we had ones which you could move the baby to the side of it, and then
Hmm.
it would you picked up the bath that was stored underneath, and you could put the bathtub in on top of it, in the hole, sort of thing. And then once you bathed it, then you'd somebody would take the water out, and it would also double up as a changing station. So it basically did practically everything.
Yeah. Wow, Lola. Her epidural stopped during her hysterectomy.
Oh God.
Wow. Well, yeah, so like I had an ectopic in 2000, so I lost the use of my right fallopian tube, and the
Mm.
doctor was like, "Yeah, you got a 50-50 chance of having of getting pregnant again." Well, then I got married and had 2 kids.
Yeah. Well,
And
my
then
daughter.
when I had my son, I'm like, "Well, while you're in there, can you just tie off my other one?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, not a problem."
Well, that's good, because over here they're
Hold
saying
on.
no.
Well, they were going to
It's-
be in there anyways, right? And they got to
yeah, but they'd
slice
have.
you open to get in there to take the baby out. And
Oh yeah,
well, it's
but
right
for
there,
us,
right next to where they're working. So why not?
yeah, but they wouldn't do it over here, because they'd say that they'd need to have the paperwork to do it, and also the risk, have to assess the risks as to whether they can do it safely, and
Yeah.
so they would do it as a
Yeah.
separate procedure.
Well, they they must have looked at the situation and figured, oh,
Yeah,
good, we'll do it.
yeah.
It's doing good. The baby's all right. Let's do it. Yeah.
But there again, that's at certain times, isn't it? I mean, some
Yeah.
things were acceptable.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
back
I
in the
had
day,
asked
and
them that. Yeah,
then they
I had asked
changed.
them ahead of time, and they're like, yeah, we can do that. Not a problem.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would make sense.
Yeah. Well, it was an emergency cesarean, but I actually had a cesarean scheduled, but for like after Christmas.
Right.
And I had him before Christmas. I was actually scheduled to have my cesarean on the 27th of December, and they rushed me to the hospital on the 15th, and I had him on the 16th on my grandmother's
Wow.
birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. So not quite a Christmas baby, but pretty close.
Yeah.
And then Emily, she was the New Year's baby.
Right.
Yeah.
I worked out.
What's with the turtle? Lola, what's with the turtle?
Oh, turtle power. I agree with turtles. Turtle power. That's BJYX for me. My boys.
Well, when I think turtles, I think of turd purgatory.
Oh, lovely. Well,
It's
I just think my
from my
boys.
favorite. It's from my favorite YouTube channel, What the Hales.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bad neighbors that they're taking to court.
Mm.
They have a nonprofit organization
Mm.
called It's a Shell Thing. It's supposed to be like a rescue sanctuary thing for turtles and tortoises, but
Oh.
it's basically purgatory. It's where turtles go to die, basically.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, because
Hospice
they
for
don't know.
turtles.
They don't know what they're doing. They've also
Right.
got chickens. They used to have ducks, but they gave the ducks to What the Hales. Yeah, so the ducks are thriving.
Mm.
Don't know if any of the chickens are still alive, and don't know if there's any turtles still alive. Yeah. But yeah, so
Some
yeah,
people
they
just don't have a clue, do they? And they just sort of think they do.
yeah. Well, the woman claims that she's worked with this one guy at a different sanctuary, and she worked there for many years, with helping take care of turtles. And it's like, okay, when did you do this? In between your stints as a pole dancer or becoming a
Yeah.
minister?
No, I think it's just up there with the cloud cuckoo land.
Oh yeah, yeah. We know it wasn't when she was in Germany.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine it while she was doing her pole dancing? She was there holding on to a poor turtle who's now traumatized. Just don't
what
know which
the
part the.
heck?
I mean, what part would the turtle play in the act?
Oh my God. I don't think I want to know. That's just.
Poor turtle.
Oh yeah, that poor turtle.
Mm. No wonder they're turtles and they pull their necks in and they pull their heads in.
That's
I
a
mean,
box. Yeah. I actually recently started watching a YouTube channel about turtles. I Garden State Tortoise, I think it's called, or Garden State Reptiles.
huh.
I started watching. Yeah, I started watching it because of this one turtle in particular.
Mm.
It was captured in 1977 and spent the better part of 50 years living on a kitchen floor eating cat food.
Oh God,
Yeah.
not so
So
good.
the guy of the YouTube channel, he acquired this turtle and was
Mm.
told about this, and he took it to the vet, took it to the vet clinic, and he thought they were going to have to amputate one of its legs, and
Oh,
it's doing great now.
good.
Still has all four legs. They
Mm.
just recently transferred her from a medical, what they call a medical
Facility
container
or work. Yeah.
to a 7 foot long um, environment
Oh, good.
that they did up, and she is doing beautifully. Very happy. Within a matter of moments of being put into this
I bet.
place, she was already starting to burrow in the substrate, and oh yeah,
Yeah,
super happy. And yeah,
that's it. Some people just shouldn't have pets. I've
no,
come to the conclusion.
yeah, but
It's not
she's
the animals that you got to blame; it's the bloody owners.
oh yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Oh, and what's really funny is she'll always get in the way.
She'll always get what?
The shell always gets in the way. Sure.
Oh,
Anyways,
mm.
moving on.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So on What the Hales, the bad neighbors. They also have dogs that have a tendency of getting out of the yard and running across the road to what the Hales land,
Oh, yeah.
to the to their to the Hales property. And
Well, it's obvious that all livestock and animals are wanting to escape
oh yeah,
their
they
other
don't want
owners.
to
They
be
just
there.
quickly, please save
Well,
us.
why would you want to live? Why would you want to live somewhere where the person is always you've got a runk, add the D.
Oh,
Science question. Would the shell make the turtle go faster or slower on the pole?
well, it depends how far you roll them downhill.
I don't know.
Discus.
Well, there is a type of turtle that you could yeah, you could yeah,
Throw.
their shell is pretty flat, but they
Mm.
actually can puff it up. I just learned about this on that website, on that YouTube channel. This one type of turtle, it's pretty,
Mm.
yeah, its shell is pretty flat, but
Mm.
they'll, to get away from a predator, they'll go into like a small opening, because they're flat.
Yeah.
They can get into a small skinny, and then they puff up their shell, so then they're like compressed in there.
Right.
Can't pull them
Isn't
out.
there one as well that can leave its shell at and sort of hide?
No,
I
no, no.
thought there was.
The
I
shell
thought
is their exoskeleton.
right. What did I watch then? Maybe it wasn't
A
that.
cartoon?
Maybe it just looked like a shell.
A cartoon?
Cheeky. No, it wasn't a cartoon.
I don't know.
No,
Don't
I
know.
don't know
Don't know.
either. Maybe it was just a poor one that had lost its shell.
They can't live without their shell because it is their exoskeleton. It is actually a part of them. Yeah,
Well,
they cannot live without their shell.
they become a tortoise.
No,
No.
tortoises can't live without their shell either. If
Yeah,
it
they
shoved
can.
its head
They
in, would it get
can.
dizzy?
Tortoise stew. In some places, it was a delicacy, wasn't it? Turtles
Turtle soup?
soup. Yeah, delicacy. They make soup and they
Oh
put it
yeah,
in the shells. And apparently, people back
yeah,
in the day when they went in their boats and they went in exploring other lands, they would get a whole load of turtles, and but they would end up eating them on the way back
yeah.
because they'd sort of run out of food and that was the only food left. So it sort of kind of like defeated the object of what they were bringing back because apparently it was so
Oh my
delicious.
God, Jill! Jill! She's not here, but she's still here. Do they wear stripper heels?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, girls. Oh my goodness. That just reminds me of one of the characters from that one book that the series of that one book that I read. I read chapter 1 of the Temple series on
Mm,
my channel in one of my
mm.
videos. Um, Further on in the series, there is a character called Carl. Do they wear bras or tassels? Oh my God. But
Both.
he's like a lizard type person.
Mm.
And the species they're known as elders.
Oh dear.
But
Yeah.
Carl has he has a shoe fetish and he really likes long
A
red high heel
lizard with
shoes.
a shoe fetish.
Yep. A lizard
Oh.
a lizard a humanoid lizard with a shoe fetish, and he really likes red high-heeled shoes. Kind of makes me think that maybe Carl is Carlotta.
Yes, a drag queen or something.
Yeah, but yeah. And every so often, Carl will say something that's just totally off the wall. Totally unexpected, and the other characters they'll just shake their head, roll their eyes, and say, "Fucking Carl."
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I love that. I love the series. That's why I was so excited when the writer Shane Silvers said, "Yeah, I could read sample chapters. I can only read sample chapters on my
Right.
channel."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. And then I've got the writer that I was the junior copy editor for. She said I can read like the first chapter.
Yeah.
But apparently you can get her books on audiobook as well.
Ah.
As well as Shane Silvers' books. So yeah, Danny Hoots is the name of the writer who wrote the Alice in Wonderland, Captured in Wonderland series.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I could read any of my one which my friend has written because they are
Racy?
very racy.
Ooh, hey. Membership.
Oh.
You can do them on membership. You can. Members only. Yeah. Just like naughty, he sounds like me. I'm Carl. Jill's asking the hard-hitting questions. Oh, yeah. But yeah, actually, well, there is like one of my favorite channels that I watch, Shizzy Wiznut, Sunday Spice every Sunday evening. Well, just about every Sunday
Mm.
evening. Him and some other YouTubers, they get together and they read. They do dramatic readings of stories.
Mm.
And they recently did Peter Pan.
Oh,
And yeah, they make it a little on the racy side.
all right.
And there is a woman that writes books who's also a subscribed to several of these channels.
Mm.
And they read at least one of her books on Sundays. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a wolf shapeshifter romance type books.
Uh.
Yeah.
Nah,
And oh my god, it's hilarious. Hilarious. You've got like one of them can sound like Eric Cartman from South
all
Park.
right. Is that the one who said, "Thank you, Kenny"? Is
Yeah.
he the one?
You killed Kenny, you bastard.
Hmm.
No, Cartman's the fat one that swears all the time on South Park.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then there's another one that he sounds like Elmo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a
Oh
combo.
my god. Can you imagine Elmo reading something saucy? It's
Oh
hilarious.
God, you'd never be able to watch him
Um,
again, would you?
oh my god, I forgot his name. Um, oh my god. Oh, damn it. It sucks having a shitty brain. The actor that played Severus Snape
Oh
from the
yes,
Harry Potter movies.
Alan Rickman.
Respect
Alan
my authority. Yeah.
Alan Rickman.
Yep. Yep. Jill's got it. But
Alan
yeah,
Rickman.
the
Yeah,
Severus Snape, the guy that plays Severus Snape.
Alan Rickman.
Yes, Alan Rickman.
Mm.
Yamaha Biker sounds like sounds like Alan Rickman.
Oh.
And yeah, he does the Alan Rickman voice, and oh my god. So your last name is Rickman? Cool. That's so cool. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it is hilarious listening to them. They take turns reading each chapter, and sometimes they get derailed. Especially when it's like Elmo or Cartman reading. Oh my god. And of course everybody's riveted when it's Alan Rickman. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's lots of fun. I don't always have time to watch though,
Mm.
unfortunately. Because of my friggin' watch later list. Yeah.
Well, you add it to the watch later list, don't you? And you'll get to it at some point.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting to. I keep forgetting to. And then there's a new YouTuber called Vice Baby.
Mm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his live streams are like super long. I've got one on my watch later list. It's like 5 hours long. Like, seriously.
Oh God, I saw one which was about 5 hours long. I didn't watch it. I think I caught a clip of it and I went, nah, it's just too. I can't.
Well, I watch him when he's on Friday Night Live.
Right.
Yeah, the expert does Friday Night Live every Friday night, and then he's got he'll have like up to 10 people on there. You can only have a maximum of 10 people.
Yeah.
On the live stream, so like, and then he'll have like one or two others that are like in chat, and then when one leaves, one of the other ones will pop in and
Yeah.
Yeah. Like last Saturday, Rosman's Ranch left so that MG Law could come in. Yeah. And of course, you're thinking, who are these people? MG Law is an attorney. The expert used to be an attorney, and then he quit because he just wasn't really. I really don't know why he quit, but he quit. He's got a bit of a squirrel brain. He's very knowledgeable though, but he has a bit of a squirrel brain.
That's handy then. Very helpful.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious because like everybody everybody on the panel will be talking about something, and he'll be like doo off in his own brain, and then they'll start laughing about something, and he'll be like, "Wait, what? I'm confused. I missed something. I'm so confused." Yeah,
That's good.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like it's a wide variety of people on there, and they're all really good friends, and they have they actually they're having their second annual get together at Dollywood.
Oh,
Yeah, they got together last year. Oh, you're talking about Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta, he's the lawyer who ended up on drugs and lost everything he had. Yep.
oh dear.
Yeah, they had a mistress, and the husband of the mistress was involved with them as well. And then he left the scene, and then he started going on to his own channel and saying stuff about them, and yeah,
Drama.
Nick Rekieta. I know about him because oh my goodness, he was the very first attorney to make it big on YouTube, and it went to his head. He got addicted to the white powder and the strong drink, and he's also friends with Megan Fox, not the actress, the other Megan Fox, the writer. Yeah, and because she's so closely associated with him, she has not been covering that case. So, and out of respect, the others on LawTube or LawTube adjacent have not been covering it either, like the ones that I watch. They have not been covering it. Like they'll give like the odd update, but they haven't been really saying much about it.
Right.
Out of respect for her. Yeah. And out of respect for a fellow LawTuber. But yeah, apparently he is trying to turn his life around. I know that. Because yeah, he's got kids, and yeah, just like the he like millions of views on his channel, and yeah, that's the white powder started getting to him, and he would go on tirades for hours, live stream tirades for hours, and just talking all kinds of gibberish. And you're heading over to Jill. So he got too big during it was during Johnny Depp that a few of these people made a name for themselves. That umbrella guy was actually mentioned in Johnny Depp's trial. I actually saw a clip of it. Johnny Depp sitting there drawing, and the one attorney went and mentioned that umbrella guy, and Johnny Depp, he looked over at the attorney that was talking. It's like I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. I think it was actually Tug that showed the clip on his channel from it. But yeah, Tug, a lot of them, they were like really, really small time channels until they started covering the Johnny Depp trial, and then their channels just blew right up.
That umbrella guy did a lot with the Illuminati. Have you heard of her?
That umbrella guy?
Illuminati.
The Illuminati, yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, well, they were Swizzes, and the umbrella guy was calling them out, and because she's done all kinds of nasties.
The Illuminati have done, they're behind a lot of conspiracies and stuff.
Well,
But yeah,
there's
it is 11
stories. No,
o'clock.
not
Mhm.
the Illuminati. The Illuminati. It's she's a Blair, her
Oh,
name is, and she's on YouTube, and well, she
oh,
was, and she would uh do lots of stories. I mean, she was all over at the shop at one point. She'd do lots of stories, but she'd get writers to write it. But in the end, all these writers were doing were plagiarizing other people's work. And she decided to call one person out on it, and then it did a backlash because it found out that she was doing worse. And there was Sad Milk and Oz Media and The Click, and they were all being hauled into her pack of awfulness. And there's big suits going on now, and the barrister, I think black barrister, black belt barrister or whatever, and I think he's something to do with it now, and the umbrella guy. Yeah, they're doing quite a lot to sort of expose her. And
huh. So yeah, no, I've never heard of that
Mm.
actually. I found Tug because he's been following he's been covering What the Hales.
Mm.
Yeah, like pretty much every day pretty much every day they're coming out with new stuff for What the Hales from the What the Hales trial
Mm.
case. Yeah, new lawsuit just coming up. He's now suing the people that he bought his property from for known encroachments. They illegally sold the property to him with known encroachments, which means he can sue them and get the money back,
Mm.
for the purchase price of the property back. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, he is suing everybody now down there. Well, everybody that's crossed him in one
Mm.
way or another. Yeah. He is done, sick and tired of all of the crap
Mm.
that they have been putting him through for the last 4 to 5 years now.
God.
But it is 11,
Yeah,
so we should
and
head over.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
head over to Jill's.
go and have a nap because I'm absolutely wiped out. I
Yeah,
literally have not got any energy left, and I've got to do a video later. So I'm going to have
yeah.
40 winks and down a nap.
And I'll add it to my watch later list and watch it in a few days
Yeah.
when I get to it on my watch later list.
Yeah. Righty ho.
All right, we'll see you
Okay.
later.
See you then. Yep. Okay.
And if you're up for it tomorrow, I will send you a link. If you're up for it, you can join. If not, then
Okay.
that's fine
Yeah.
too. Oh, yes. Quickly before you go,
What?
April DP mashup.
Oh yeah.
Lola is interested in it, and I keep forgetting to say that there are people that are interested in it, and I keep
All
saying it's
right.
not my
Okay.
event, it's your event.
Okay. All right then. Yep.
Yeah. So we should talk about it later.
Yes. Let's do
Later.
that. Yes. You
Not
have to
today,
you have
but
to
yeah, at
remind
some
me
point.
because my brain
Yeah.
now is like scrambled stew or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, definitely.
We'll talk
Okay.
about it when we're both fully conscious.
Yes. At the
So in
beginning of
about 20
alive.
years.
Or at the beginning of alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All
We'll
right
talk to
then.
you later. All
See
right.
you
We'll
then.
see.
Bye.
Whoever's still watching, we'll see you later. See you next time. All of you on replay, we'll see you next time. See
Yep.
you tomorrow. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.